You're doing good, man.
Hello, this is from the Sims family house. I'm Ashton Sims, and this is my brother.
Sawyer Sims.
And this is the chemistry meetup check-in project. And I decided to do it with my brother so we can kind of compare our lives and really get a look at how our lives have changed and what they're really starting to shape into right now during this time of quarantine. So I'm gonna hop into the questions, and yeah, we'll get going. We'll go back on answers and we'll talk together. So yeah. First question, what has a typical day been like for you during quarantine? I'll start this one. So a typical day, whenever we have school, wake up around 8 o'clock, which is a little different than normal because I normally have to wake up a couple hours earlier for school. And then it's just been eat some breakfast and hop right on the computer. I've normally been on the computer probably until 1:30 every day, trying to do all my classes, get situated, write all my homework down. And I try to, since I don't feel like really doing homework after, or doing a ton of homework after classes, I try to get as much done in between the classes that I can. Most of my classes have been 45 minutes long, so that's been good. But it's definitely been a big adjustment, something to really get used to. And some habits you've been falling into, I've really had to learn to get up on my own alarm to wake myself up. It's kind of, teacher pointed this out to me today, it's kind of going to be like college. And that's pretty crazy to think about. So it's definitely a new schedule. Have you had anything happen to you?
Normally for school I wake up at 5 every morning, and I get to wake up at 9 because I go to JCPS school.
That sounds pretty good. Alright, question number 2. Have you enjoyed online schooling? Why or why not? And what have been some positive and negatives? So, online schooling has definitely been different. There's been positives and negatives. I think obviously a positive is getting to sleep in a little longer, but a negative is definitely having to sit at home by yourself all day. Quarantine altogether, it's not been really fun, but that aspect of school, it's learning, but it's also a time you get to make relationships and be with people. So yeah, I'm definitely missing my friends, missing my teachers. I miss you, Mr. T, and I miss just getting to sit in classrooms. It's something that you don't really think about until something like this happens. So, I've enjoyed online schooling so far. I think it's a little easier than regular schooling, but it definitely sucks to be stuck at home. Have you enjoyed online?
Not really. I get to wake up later, like you said, and that's a bonus, but I don't feel like it's getting me prepared like actually being in the class would.
It's interesting. Gotta put in that work. Alright, question number 3. Which classes or subjects have been the most challenging for you this year, and why? And have you tried to work through those challenges? You want to start this one?
Yeah, my school had a lot of troubles with teachers, so math and reading, we didn't have a teacher in half the year. And now that we're online, it's kind of hard getting caught up on what we were going to be doing in class because I don't understand it as well. But I'm working through it with my dad and my brother on understanding the topics better.
So what would you say your hardest class is?
Math.
Math?
Yeah.
This year I'd have to say my hardest class is history. It's not normally that. I normally enjoy history, but this year it's been challenging. I decided to take AP World this year, so it's definitely a lot having to learn to really manage your time and to be able to fit all those things in. I've definitely received a lot more work in those classes than my other classes. And the times I have tried to work through them, I've tried to work through time management. That's been my main challenge to work through this year. It hasn't gotten much better, and that's still my fault, but I'm just going to continue to work on it, and it just happens that now's a great time to continue working on it, to be self-accountable, so we'll see how that turns out to go. Question 4, what is a strength that you have, a personal talent or gift that makes you different or unique? I'll do this one. I think my best strength is just hard work. I always try to be the best, and I always try to get everything done. I'm always trying to. I'm a sports guy, so I like to take the competition aspect of every situation. So I like to be challenged in the classroom as well as outside of school, and I like to work hard to try to overcome those challenges. So I think that's a great trait. I think leadership's another good trait. I like to try to take control, and I like to really have be able to lead people, be able to organize them, to get them to work together. That's where I found myself in most group projects, is having to take on the leadership role, and it's really helped me because I know I'm gonna be able to be a strong leader in the future. So that's really positive, and I'm glad that I've had to take on those roles. It's made me better. So, could you?
I think my strength is the ability to pick up on things easily. Like if I've never been introduced to it, I can normally catch on really quick and keep up with the class.
Yeah. All right. So, last question. Where do you see yourself in 5 years after Trinity for me? And he will be in Trinity in 5 years. And then what steps are you taking to your future? And what kind of careers are you thinking about? So, in a more general basis, in 5 years, obviously, I see myself going to college. Hopefully, I'm there to play baseball, and I'm going to continue to work hard in high school to work hard to get there. And academically, I want to be in a top academic school. If you're looking more in depth, I'm starting to look for colleges. I'm starting to look more in depth. But just on a general note, Louisville is a big option. It's just a home school. I've been a Louisville fan forever. I like going to sports. It'd be a dream to get to go to Louisville. Just really any big name school. Kentucky would be okay, although not preferred. Anywhere good for baseball, like getting a scholarship to Vanderbilt, that would be awesome. Or just getting some academic money anywhere, and then trying to just really get through on the baseball side. That would be good for me. Some steps I'm taking towards my future. I'm definitely trying to plan ahead because I'm really into planning. I like to plan everything. And I think if I can find a better way to stay on those plans and to get my plans done, then that will definitely help me get a brighter future. Right now, especially over this break, I've been trying to do some research on colleges, making a couple lists of my top 3 majors would be, and then picking down schools for that. And for baseball, since we haven't been able to play, I've been trying to email some coaches, some colleges, and just really get my name out. And then for a career, I'm either thinking business or engineering. So science or math, because those are really my favorite subjects. And then business is just getting to know people. I feel like I could be really good at business, and I like to take a look at aspects like business. So yeah, what about you? Where do you see yourself?
Like you said, I will be at Trinity, but I feel like Trinity will be my next big step into deciding what I'll do for my life. Like right now, I'm not sure what subject I even want to major in and then base a job off of it. Right now, I'm more baseball, and then see what happens at Trinity. That'll help determine my future.
Yeah, that's definitely a hard time to think about the future, but we just gotta keep working through these tough times and just get past them. They're gonna go away, and we just have to continue to work hard. So I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're doing okay, Mr. Thomas. And yeah, I really enjoyed your class this year. Definitely gonna miss getting to see you next year. And I'm really not gonna get to see much this rest of this end of the year, which is a bummer. I know that I've had a lot of fun my first semester and second semester so far, and it's just gonna be crazy that I'm not gonna get to see any of my teachers again this year in real life. So I hope you guys are doing everything. I hope everybody is doing okay. And yeah, this is my chemistry project, and it's just been a good year. So other than everything that's happening now, so we're just going to keep trying to push through. Hope everything's okay with you, and I look forward to my next 2 years at Trinity.